I used to get excited way too fast. It would spiral into bouts of intensity followed by weeks of restraint. An internal pendulum swing that felt passionate at first, then exhausting. Unsustainable at best. I thought that was love or chemistry or something I was just supposed to endure. Lots of strategy and timelines with very little real connection. Anxious avoidant attachment, they called it. See, some of us learn love as a tremble. An anxious reaching, a silent scan of the room. We learn to read pauses, to listen for shifts in tone, to offer more before being asked, just in case love required proving. Our hearts learn to knock early and often, to offer every ounce at once, because somewhere along the way we learned love could disappear mid-sentence. Anxious attachment loves like a fire poured too quickly. Captivating, devoted, but scorching when there's no patience for the flame to settle to an ember. Then some of us learn love as distance, as self-reliance, self-preservation, as the art of needing nothing, or at least appearing so. A love that builds homes with many exits, windows cracked, doors unlocked, just in case closeness asks too much. Avoidant love says, I want you, but whispers, not too close. It confuses peace with absence and safety with solitude. Often when the two find each other, they bond over shared wounds. Open palms pressed together, saying, finally, someone who understands my pain. Pain caused by lack inherited, intoxicating because it's familiar, but familiarity is not safety, and chaos is not intimacy, even if it feels good. Healing begins when the trigger arrives and we do not abandon ourselves, when we pause instead of perform, when we ask, am I grasping or am I choosing? Secure attachment, the slow exhale, the steady ground beneath bare feet. Secure love does not rush or retreat. It does not grip or vanish. It meets the moment as it is. Honest, open, tender. It trusts that what's real can breathe, holding all things loosely. Like a lily pad resting on water, neither clinging nor floating away, not needing each other to exist, yet still they remain together by choice. Mutual, curious, alive. This kind of love says, I am whole, you are whole. Let's see what grows if we stay. God taught me this slower, more steadfast love, the kind that builds brick by brick, the kind received by choice and deepened over time, the kind that holds people, outcomes, and timelines loosely, trusting that what's meant to stay does not need to be chased or for me to run away. Love. When it's healthy, it's not urgency or absence, it's presence. Attachment in our walk with Christ. Anxious attachment can mirror a works-based faith. Maybe if I do enough, God will see me as worthy. This is legalism, striving, and even religious OCD. Avoidant attachment can look like partial surrender. God, you can have this part of me, but not that one. This is lukewarm faith, familiarity, and routine. Secure attachment looks like yielded trust. God, you know the end from the beginning. I trust you with my steps, my timing, my life. A surrendered faith. What I've learned is that secure love in all its forms does not arrive with intensity or apathy. It arrives with care, compassion, gentleness, self-control, good fruit. The kind of love we only learn by being in love with God. When we get to the root of attachment, dependency will also change. Questions to ask yourself. How do I respect another person's boundaries without playing dumb about my own? How do I honor myself in the moment without shrinking or overgiving? Do I trust God with my joy? What about my peace? When I feel activated, what is my first impulse? To pursue, to withdraw, or to fix? What would it look like to pause for 90 seconds before responding? What am I hoping another person will meet in this moment? And how can I offer myself a portion of that care first? No one is perfect, but it is our responsibility to unlearn harmful patterns and relearn God's design for our experience on earth. My prayer for you is this: that you may notice the difference between familiarity and safety, that you stop mistaking intensity for intimacy, and begin trusting the quiet steadiness of what remains. My prayer is that you learn to stay with yourself. When emotions rise, that you choose presence over performance, truth over strategy, love over fear, that God meets you in your lived experience, that He teaches you a love that can breathe, one that does not rush or retreat, does not grip or vanish, but holds all things loosely and chooses to stay. And may you come to know deeply and gently that what is meant to stay will not require chasing or running away. Amen.